everyone, I'm Jess, and this week we're talking about some huge announcements from Activision, celebrating some of gaming's greatest heroines, and looking ahead to next week's new releases. Here's the TLDR. Crash is back again. Activision have announced that after the success of their remastered Insane trilogy on PlayStation 4, they're bringing the game to both Xbox One and Nintendo Switch. The PS4 version has so far sold over 650,000 copies since its launch last June, making it the 7th best-selling game in the UK of 2017. Activision also announced another addition to its 2018 lineup, revealing the title for their next Call of Duty instalment. We'll be going back to black as the franchise returns to Black Ops. The fourth title in the Black Ops series from developer Treyarch, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 will release on the 12th of October. Microsoft are reviving Inside Xbox. The live gaming show will run on all the usual platforms and will premiere this weekend, discussing announcements, upcoming releases, and offering the latest news on Game Pass titles. Those of you who remember the original Inside Xbox on 360 will remember it was a fixture to the last-gen dashboard and was home to the console's official video show. Back in 2012, Microsoft retired their first-party produced content in favour of a third-party content model, but we're excited to see what this revival has in store. Inside Xbox will relaunch this weekend with the behind-the-scenes at Sea of Thieves developer Rare. Sony have revealed a God of War limited edition PlayStation 4 Pro bundle, and it's a thing of beauty. Including a Leviathan grey PlayStation 4 Pro that comes decorated with artwork from the game, a matching grey DualShock 4 controller with black insignia and God of War logo on its touchpad, and a day one copy of the game itself. The bundle is released on April 20th and is available to pre-order now from Game. To celebrate International Women's Day, we're taking a look at our top women in games. So, in no particular order, here's our 5 favourite females. Ellie might only be 14, but she's the heart of Naughty Dog's bleak world. As capable with a bow and arrow as she is with a terrible punny joke, Ellie's mixture of vulnerability and angst make her one of the best characters in gaming, and one we can't wait to see more of in The Last of Us Part 2. In many ways, Chloe is your average rebellious teenager, but that's exactly what makes her so empathetic. Hanging around with her reminds us of young friendships spent listening to music, going to parties, and using bad slang. Her relatability makes her the polar opposite of the usual video game heroine, and she's all the better for it. SAMUS ARAN is one of the very first female video game protagonists, and one of the most revered. A bounty hunter who can disintegrate anyone who gets on the wrong side of her arm cannon, she boasts a ferocious focus on getting the job done. Her series is so influential, there's even a term, the Metroidvania, for games inspired by it. When it comes to pummeling people, few are as adept at it as Chun-Li. On a mission of vengeance against M. Bison, who murdered her father, Chun-Li is a formidable opponent thanks to her powerful spinning bird kick and ability to boot fighters high into the air. Star of one of last year's biggest games, Aloy proved to be a fantastic hero due to her inquisitive nature and take-no-prisoners attitude. Whether it's battling an army of robotic dinosaurs or discovering her ancestry, she's become an instant PlayStation icon. We hope to see plenty more of her in the future. Building a city from scratch is no easy task. Doing it on Mars makes things a little trickier, but the minds behind Tropico 5 Heimermonk Games want to see if it's possible. Can we successfully colonise Mars and thrive on our big red celestial neighbour? Surviving Mars launches on March 15th on PC, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Colourful platforming adventure Kirby Star Allies bounces onto Nintendo Switch this month. Teased as just Kirby at last year's E3, Kirby Star Allies is the little pink protagonist's first foray into the Nintendo Switch world, and he's bolder, braver, and more high definition than ever before. Star Allies can be played with up to 3 companions that can be controlled by either the game's AI or cooperatively with friends. And when joined in-game by his allies, Kirby can unlock new special attacks that combine the moves of all those involved, a feature not seen since Kirby's Squeak Squad. The supercharged Burnout Paradise Remastered speeds onto PlayStation 4 and Xbox One consoles this month, giving fans of the original the opportunity to get behind the wheel of one of the most action-packed arcade driving games ever to grace our consoles. Featuring a range of technical enhancements and a complete graphics system overhaul, Burnout Paradise Remastered is revved and ready for PlayStation 4 Pro and Xbox One X consoles, playing natively in stunning 4K. It also plays in 1080p on both the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One consoles. It wouldn't be a celebration of women in games without mentioning one in particular. And this week in 2013, original adventurer Lara Croft came back into our lives after a 5-year hiatus. Crystal Dynamics' simply titled Tomb Raider brought with it Lara's origin story, and for the first time ever took players on a journey of how Lara went from educated rich girl to the hardcore adventurer we know and love. Since she first appeared on our consoles in 1996, Lara Croft has been a central part of gaming and pop culture, and a household name to most. Although her appearance may have changed over the years, her strength and intelligence have always remained, making her an iconic hero to many gamers. Tomb Raider sold 1 million copies within 48 hours of its initial release, and 3.4 million copies in its first month, paving the way for a follow-up in the form of Rise of the Tomb Raider in 2015. As of November 2017, the title has sold over 11 million copies worldwide, and has also inspired a reboot of the film franchise, which will hit UK cinemas on the 14th of March. The film looks to be heavily based on the 2013 game, and will take us on Lara's journey of discovery as she attempts to learn more about her father's death. Going against his wishes, Lara sets out to her father's last known destination, but the stakes suddenly become a lot higher than she anticipated. You can check out the official trailer for the film and mini featurette on becoming Lara Croft in the links down below. Thanks for joining us for this week's TLDR. We'll be back at the same time in the same place next week.